Hey, what's going on, MSL? Welcome to the Madden Showcase League once again. Madden 26, we're back. With me is my co-host Mark. Welcome, Mark.
What's going on, Rosario? How you doing?
Man, it's been a long time coming. Welcome. Maybe we can make this more of a thing.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
but I'm gonna get straight into it. First off, I want to congratulate everybody from last year, all our champions, our Super Bowl winners from last year. But it's a new season, and I hope everybody from last year that won Super Bowls are locked in. So we're gonna go straight into it. Me and Mark been discussing, and we're gonna go straight into Super Bowl, not Super Bowl, predictions of who's gonna be our division winners, and we're gonna go from there. We're gonna start on the NFC East. Mark, I'm gonna let you go off from the NFC East. What's your thoughts on it?
Yeah, I think the rosters are pretty good from this division. I think new user Jetty with Jaden Daniels is going to be a problem with the Commanders. I think they have a really good roster, two good receivers, and I know he's a really good offensive mind. So I think he's going to be the newcomer that's going to shock everybody.
I always got Cam. Cam's a little creeper. Um, you don't know what to expect from Cam. I have played with Jetty, so I know how good he is offensively, and I know what he got up his sleeve. So, right now it's a toss up between the Giants and those Commanders, but I'm leaning more towards the Giants.
And we
Uh,
know he loves watching film, man. He be
yeah,
dialed in.
yeah, no, that's another thing. So, I'm leaning more to Cam, in that division. I'm gonna jump over to the NFC North, and I'll start it off. You know, it's hard not to go with the Packers. Established, no matter what team Matt has, he's able to make them compete and take them deep in the playoffs. So you can't bet against that.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how this division shakes out because I don't think the Packers have maybe the best roster in the division. So kind of picking based on user here. And I'm going to agree with you. I think with Teo getting Micah coming off the edge and having that edge threat, along with no Christian Watson is always a glitch in Madden. I'm
Mhm.
excited with what he's going to do with the Packers. I'm going to have to go with you, but I think after year one, it might get real interesting in that division.
I do agree, especially when it comes down to salary cap.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna move it over to the NFC West. What's your prediction to start it off with over there on that side?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Josh. He's got the Rams. I just think they have the best, maybe not Madden wise, but I think they have the best overall roster. Um, Coming into Madden, and he's got those two first round picks after year one. But Josh was awesome last year in MSL, and I would I just need to see someone beat him in that division before I can just pass the crown to somebody else.
As much as I don't want to agree with you, this is one just like the NFC North that again, I believe Josh was in the NFC East last year, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, I think he had the Eagles last year.
Yes, and he gave me hell. So I can't bet against that. As much as I don't want to agree with you, yes. Uh Rams might be the team to beat in that division. I would really want to see what the 49ers do. And, if there's a team that might be able to beat them, it might be 49ers.
Yep.
What a well put game plan. But Josh will have to be my guy to win that division.
I'm glad we're on the same page for a couple of these, huh?
Yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna start off the NFC South.
Okay.
My prediction, man, I think the Falcons, my their rosters is pretty good. Young, talented team. Saints, Bucks, that's a pretty toss-up division. But I'm gonna go with the Falcons.
Yeah, I think user wise, one of the better divisions in MSL coming into this year. I think Dustin with the Saints is just the roster's just not there yet. If we know one thing about James, that man loves his running backs,
Yeah.
loves to run the ball, and I think that
Mhm.
offensive line's built perfect for him. He's got Bijan. I think he can get a little glitchy there with Drake London. But man, but picking between him and the Bucks was really hard. Um, Especially now that I think Baker's got abilities this year.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna have to agree with you. I think the Falcons just because that team fits James' playing style perfectly.
That's one of my determining factors because I have seen him and he likes running the ball and he has a running back that's able to do that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good start here.
Yeah, yeah. As much as I
Or
did,
we're both gonna be wrong.
I didn't want to agree with you with a lot of these picks, but hey, listen, we're gonna go to the AFC. We're gonna go to the AFC South. Um,
Okay.
and I'm gonna let you start off since you understand.
I think the Titans are gonna win this division. Um, because I've seen Nell play in the past with the Titans playing kind of the fourth place schedule, so he's not gonna have to go up against elite teams year one. With the Titans, and I think user wise, he's one of the better users. I don't know how the weapons are gonna play for him with the Titans, especially in franchise mode. I think maybe man to man defense gives him a little difficulty, but I know now, and I think him with the Titans could be a little surprise there coming out of the South.
So I had a split this. I had to, you know what I'm saying, a little toss up between them and the Texans. And this one I'm gonna go with Texans. I think
Okay.
that roster is a little bit more put together, defensive and offensive wise. I think they're no, the offense and the defense are well balanced. Titans is young, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of building over there. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go with the Texans on this one just because the
I like
overall
that.
roster is a lot well put together.
I like that. I like that pick right there.
So yeah, I'm more leaning to that roster.
Yeah, I couldn't decide. I was like, do I go year one with the roster, or do I just see maybe now with that fourth place schedule can
Yeah,
shake it up a little bit?
I don't blame it, and and I can see either one. You know what I'm saying? So, but this one I had to go with the Texans with my gut feeling.
I like that.
So we're gonna move over to the AFC West.
Okay.
Um, for me, oof, you could never count out the Chiefs in that roster. And I'm going off a roster.
Okay.
I know they got some decent users in there. And that roster is just stacked. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you have Mahomes, Pacheco, Worthy, and you have a roster like that, you can never bet against it.
Yeah, I like where your head's at going roster wise. I think I could be wrong. I think the same guy had the Chiefs last year, and he didn't really make a splash. If I could be wrong, but I think he had the same guy had them. I
Okay, so
played baller last year, um, multiple times, and he just calls the most random stuff ever, and I couldn't figure him out. And he's got the Broncos, and I think like Bo Nix, and the defense is really good. So I went with him just because when I played him, I just couldn't figure him out. And so I'm like, okay, who is the hardest person for me to face? And so I think with when all the rosters are really good, I
yeah.
think his randomness might help him right out of the gate here.
So the Mauler was the Lions last year, right?
Yeah, he whooped me. He
Yes.
just ran the ball down my throat.
Yes, I do remember. I'm not sure of that Chief if he this Chief user did have the Chief last
Yeah,
year,
I'm
but
not sure.
I was going off of the roster, and when you have again Mahomes, you have all
Oh,
those factors on that roster. It's kind of hard to, you know what I'm saying,
oh
not
yeah,
figure
oh
out.
yeah.
I'm gonna move over to the AFC East.
Okay.
This one, yeah. I
It's
don't.
hard to say. That division's bad, man. That division's bad.
I don't know. I don't know. Like, if I just gotta randomly pick one, I would go with Nick because
Yep.
he has the Bills and he's just been inconsistent. Years he's been good. There's been years he's been bad. So, but then you have to see the Jets and that user. I know he's very competitive. So
Yep.
I'm gonna go with Nick. at this time, but Jets is like on his tail.
Yeah, I think there's games where Dom, the Jets user, can beat anybody in the league. He's also has games where he can lose to anybody. I think if Nick does not win that division with Josh Allen, who basically can run around right whatever he wants to do, then it only gets more difficult the less money Nick's gonna have in the future. And
Hmm.
I think he really has to come out like winning year one, or it might be another year where he just kind of hovering around one of like those playoff teams, but can't make that final push to get into the championship. But like that division is has to be the worst one in MSL right now.
Damn,
Has to be.
damn.
All the other ones are loaded, don't you think?
I mean, yeah. I mean, yeah. Yeah. I'm looking at it now. I'm like, well, yeah.
Now we do know Tommy loves his streaks, man. So
And then he got two of them now. He got Waddle and
yeah,
Chase now.
I just don't know if Tua can throw it as far as he needs.
That's the issue.
Yeah,
But I wouldn't be surprised if he trades for a quarterback, knowing him.
yeah. I'm with you.
So, whew, the last division of the for prediction, the AFC North, the division that you and me are in,
Yes, sir.
along with the Browns and the Bengals. I think this division is stacked, user wise. Again, whew, I can't. Anybody could win that. Could win a game in that division against each other. So, of course, I'm gonna pick myself to win it.
Yep.
You understand? That's I wouldn't. I would be foolish not to say that I'm not gonna win it. Um, but yeah, what's your thoughts on it?
I think all of us have to be really good in our non-division games because I think we're all going to beat up on each other. And I think it's going to be tough for us to get like three teams into the playoffs just because the division records are going to be probably like what 3-3 mostly, maybe 4-2. I don't see anybody being able to go 6-0 in the division. Obviously, I have to pick myself. The only reason I'm really picking
Oh,
myself is my team is so damn old that if I don't win it year one, man, there's gonna be a long rebuild here with all these old guys on my team. But honestly, like the
the Browns.
The Bengals are just
Hmm.
with the roster and as many points as they can put up. It's gonna be tough to get some stops in this division.
And then you got the Browns that got a real young team, so
Yep.
they're in good position. And if they start Shador or whoever they're gonna start, you know what I'm saying? Like they have a real young team.
Who do you think? You think he's got to start Shador, right? He can't go with Flacco week one, right?
Nah, I think he starts Shador.
Or is he going to start? Is Watson in the game? I don't know. Is Watson in?
Yeah,
He might be on it,
no,
right?
he's in the game. If I'm not mistaken, he's in the game.
So he might start Watson or Shadur. I guess we're gonna have to keep track of that.
Yeah, yeah. But those teams are stacked in our division.
I know. Well,
Like,
let me ask you this question. Big breaking news today out of MSL. Anthony Richardson's on the trade block.
oh,
Who is your prediction? Where do you think he ends up? What team you think goes in, offers the world, and gets AR out of Indy?
I'm not gonna lie. We just spoke about this. The Dolphins. I'm telling you, he if he gets AR with the weapons he got in Miami, I'm telling you, that will be a sneaky good team if he plays correctly.
I like that.
If the Dolphins pick up AR with the weapons that that team already has and get rid of Noodle Arm,
Mm-hmm.
I think now we're talking a different story if used correctly.
I like that. I think that's a great for prediction. Honestly, like if he does get AR, it might be a little scarier out there in the AFC East.
I mean, what other team would you think that would need him?
Man, I don't know. I think the Browns might go try and get him. That way he doesn't have to use Watson or Shadur. I'm thinking Rams got 2 first-round picks now. Do you get him and just stay off with Stafford and you just trade some of those young defensive guys and just go all out for AR?
I tell you right now, if the Rams get AR, that'd be a scary team too.
Oh yeah. if we can keep him out of the AFC, please. Please ship AR to the NFC if you
For
can.
real, please keep send his ass to the NFC.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I could. Wasn't there another quarterback on the trade block, or somebody else was on the trade block?
Well, Broncos offered up Bo Nix for AR. Would you make that trade? Are you sending Bo Nix for AR?
Nah, it depends on the playing style. If you need a mobile quarterback, you know what I'm saying, then yes. But I've played with Bo Nix and he's pretty nice. I'm not
Yeah, he's
gonna
pretty
lie to you.
good.
He's pretty nice. So I wouldn't, but depending on play style, somebody might play better with Bo Nix than they do AR.
Yes, sir. I also think you have to take into account. I believe whoever gets AR has to pay him next year. I believe that fifth year option comes up.
Hmm.
So if you get him, you have to find out. You have 1 year to find out if he's good or not.
So uh, what would be your? I'm gonna ask you surprise team for this year that you think will surprise everybody. I know you
Ooh,
mentioned it earlier, but
that's good. That's good. Well, I do like the fact that you said, Dom with the Jets, because I think he can steal a couple wins against, the Patriots, Dolphins. Maybe he gets one against Nick. I think that was a really good pull. I do think, uh, I do think maybe the Raiders,
mm,
just because like Brock Bowers having a really good tight end and having Genty in the backfield.
okay,
That's pretty good skill guys right there. I think the defense is going to be horrendous. So he's gonna have to rely on his user a lot.
yeah,
But I think he can win like 9, 10 games and at least try to fight for like that wild card spot just because I feel like Genty and Bowers are gonna be so good in Madden that you might be able to steal a couple wins just by using those two guys.
So you saying that the Raiders,
I think
that
so.
division, you did
I don't think
eight or
he's gonna win
nine,
the division. I don't think he's gonna win the
so
division.
you can see him make 8 to 9 wins.
Yeah, I think he can get to 9-8 or 10-7. Um, I don't know. It depends. I haven't played that many games. Actually, I haven't even played a game yet.
Yeah,
But I have to figure Genty's going to be hard to tackle, and Bowers is going to be really tough for our rules, only having like the one sub linebacker. If he can
yeah.
get him matched up on like the actual linebackers, man, I think he can keep the games close at least, and then give him a chance to win it at the end.
Okay, I can see that.
Who do
I'm
you think? Who do you got?
I'm gonna go with the name that you brought up earlier, Jetty.
Yeah,
Especially with that Commanders team. I think he's gonna catch a lot of people by surprise. Um, because I believe this is his first year in MSL. So not a lot of people know him, his play style. So I think he might catch a couple of people by surprise.
I like
Um,
that.
but again, if Dolphins get a quarterback, and I'm gonna keep going back to it, if he gets he might creep up and scare some people.
Yes, sir. I agree. I agree.
So I'm gonna go. My pick is gonna be Jetty, but the Dolphins is like right there, and if they get a good quarterback, they might be scared.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think that's one way to look at it. Also, if he doesn't throw 55 picks.
That's true too. Depends on what we get out of them.
I agree. The
We
older he
get-
gets, the more conservative he's getting, I feel like.
Yeah, yeah. Start running the ball a little bit more.
Yeah, he did.
So, and he got a good running back now.
Hmm.
So I agree. Um, Before we end the show, any comments, concerns, bitches, gripes before we start Madden 26?
No, I'm excited. I think hopefully we get more of these podcasts out to the people. That's
Yeah.
one thing we're gonna try to do. I think this is gonna be a really good year just because the competition in the league
Hmm.
every year gets better and better. And so like you really have to fight. When you get to the playoffs, you get a lot of the sweaty guys, a lot of the guys that be living on the game and know all the ins and outs. And so it's tough. It's tough. And I think winning the Super Bowl in MSL is definitely one of the harder leagues out there. And I don't think it's gonna be something that just somebody's gonna win three, 4 times in a row this year.
I don't think so either. And I think every year has gotten harder and harder to repeat because people after season one usually tend to either lock in or now they know certain users play how they like playing. So it gets a little difficult year after year when it comes down to MSL. And this ain't for the slouch. So,
I agree.
so I hope everybody lock in on getting these games in and practicing and doing what they need to do. Because come season, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be full throttle. Um, but yeah, that's all we got for on my end. Um, I'm excited for the league to start. I can't wait to see some of these games. I do got a recommendation
Let's hear it.
in reference to maybe doing some broadcasting during game of the week. I would definitely like to see something like that happen. Just expanded it just a little bit and broadcasting during the game of the week if we can. We do want to do these podcasts a little bit more. We kind of fell off doing it the way we used to.
Hmm.
Um, talk your shit segment.
Yeah.
You understand? And we're gonna see. We try to bring this back, liven this up again with some shit talking and some,
Yes.
you know what I'm saying? See who sucks and who don't suck and have some people on here to talk their shit.
Yeah, I love it. Let's do it this year.
Yeah, let's do that. I'm all in for it. Change the schedule so I should be available a little bit more than what I
Makes it
used
a lot
to.
easier now.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's 10 times easier. So
Yeah.
yeah, but that's all I got on my end. Mark, anything else? Last words?
No, sir. Let's go.
All right, fellas. I hope y'all have a blessed day. And Madden Showcase League podcast brought to you on Labor Day. Enjoy your day.